Yo man, welcome back to another stream, and yes, today I'm streaming about this thing. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy. This PS2 is only heating up just over the, I think it's the Emotion Engine chip, is only heating up over the display. Now, if I press square, you can see I'm clearly in the display here. And yeah, my TV settings are all good, so yeah. So let me just go back into display, into just display graphics mode. Yeah, like that. So it looks nice. This is the PS2 that has the problem. Now this is actually a launch model. You guys don't expect me to have a launch model PS2. Well, I wasn't really around when this model came out, but obviously I never really existed back then. But how do you think I got this model? Well, I got it from somewhere. So not sure if the phone, camera can really see this, but yeah, I mean, look, hear this now. I mean, look at this now. This flashlight phone battery is only on. I'll put the brightness up. Hopefully it doesn't die. Let me show you guys quick. Only on 1%. Yeah, 1% only. So I need to be very, very quick here. Oops. There we go. Nope, no, not notifications. Turn it off. Alright. So, how I know it's a launch model is because if you look at the laser, look at this, guys. If you look at the laser is clearly it's not the same laser as the regular PS2 Slims. It's a completely different laser. Where am I pointing my thing? There we are. Okay, if I move the laser just a little bit more, like that, you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, look at that. That laser is completely different. Now, sorry about the shaking. I'm just zooming in so much. Let me zoom out a little bit. How is this now? Yeah, there we go. You can see now that laser is completely different, not the same as any other regular model. So yeah, that's how I know it's a launch model. Also, the fan's very loud and it's got a bunch of metal. It's got a very large heatsink, and I know for a fact that this thing has an Emotion Engine chip because this, I'll show you guys now. This model of PS2. Let me close the lid. It may not sound like the laser is lubricated, but that's just because I haven't used this for a very long time. It's only been like last time I used this was last year. So downstairs, you guys remember me making streams and videos downstairs? Now I'm back upstairs. That was all a year ago. So yeah, you're wondering how did I get back here? Well, that spider's gone. That's probably why. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys now. This is completely, no joke, this is a launch model PS2. And if you guys don't believe me, I'll show you now. Legit. Look at this, guys. So I'm obviously on the menu here. If I just go up, if I press triangle, look at this. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it so well, but look at that. For me, for Europe, that's a launch model PS2. Clearly, that is a launch model. Yeah? And if you have the same model as that, then check your disk drive. If your disk drive isn't the same, that means your laser's been replaced. So make sure your laser has not been replaced. Make sure your console is sealed. Because if it's not sealed, then yeah, somebody's probably tampered with it. So yeah. I mean, the different looking laser is different looking. It would have this. Where's that shield gone for the laser? Hold on, man. I remember. There it is. If you had your other laser, the normal lasers, they normally have this little shield on them. If you guys see this shield on your laser, but you have the launch model PS2 Slim, the one that came all the way out in 2004, which I wasn't around back then. Basically, if you see this exact laser shield on that laser of your launch model PS2 Slim, yeah, your PS2's disk drive has probably been replaced, because it's not meant to look like this. It's meant to clearly look like this if your console has been sealed. It's meant to look like this. Ready? Let me zoom in. Please, give me a chance. If I put the phone light a little bit more closer, you probably see better. There we go. Focus. So your laser is meant to look like that, yeah? And if it doesn't look like that, then yeah. But that disc spindle motor is giving me lots of issues. Like, it would spin the disc too fast, you know? I can't show it to you right now, just in case the DVD diode might burn out. I don't want that to happen, because I didn't just get a replacement, but last time I got that laser you see there is actually a replacement. The reason for that is because the reason I blame this motor for the whole problems, because this was the original cause. This is what made the other laser burn out completely. The DVD diode doesn't work anymore. Sure, it shines, but it doesn't read anything, you know? So that's the only issue I'm having with this thing, with the original laser that came with the console when I got it brand new. I didn't get it brand new. I guess I did. I don't know. Yeah. So obviously, if your console laser there doesn't have the sticker, but it has this exact laser shield, and it says a 7000 model. So just from hold on a minute. If your PS2 console, why am I running 6 frames, 4 frames, 5 frames? Okay, if your PS2 console is something newer than just 7003 or 7001, I don't know. If you're in, here's what I think. In Europe, it's always going to be the 7003 and stuff like that. In what's it called? In the NTSC countries, it's going to be 7001, which is going to be older. So in the NTSC countries, it's going to be older model PS2. I don't know. That's what I think. Because you've always got to have a better model PS2 in here. So yeah, yeah. So that's always a good thing about Europe, you know. Even my PSP is also 1003. My PS2s always have 3 at the end, you know. And yeah, every single PS2 I ever own has the number 3 at the end. And same with this PS2 Slim as well. Like, what the hell? What is going on, honestly? Literally, what is going on? It's rather my luck, or it's rather just it's just Europe in general, because I don't know. Alright, let's just put this, yeah, this is what the inside of the laser shield looks like. Obviously, not sure if yours gonna have, don't know if that's glue, can't tell, hold on, it might be glue. It looks like glue, so it might be glue, but yeah. Look how nice that looks. Super HD, I'm only running 1 frame per second right now. 2 frames. Zero frames, I just dropped down to 0. Right, anyways, so that's that. I'm just gonna put the shield back. So I don't really use it. That shield came from a different model PS2. One day I was just trying to get to the laser, and I want to know how to get to the underlens and stuff. So yeah. So what's better, PS2 Fat or PS2 Slim? Well, in my opinion, I think if you want a portable PS2 Fat but in a slim system, definitely use that one. Now you may have noticed I have plugged in a DualShock 1, and that's because I don't really want to plug in a DualShock 2, because DualShock 1 is compatible with the PS2 anyway, but some games doesn't support DualShock 1 just because DualShock 1 is not pressure sensitive. And the game may not say, but you know, if you try to select something, or if you try to scroll something somewhere, then if you end up, you know, you're like, oh yeah, why aren't I scrolling? I should be scrolling, yeah. But look, here's the thing, the game probably doesn't support that controller. If you plug in the PS2's original controller, then if you see, oh, how am I scrolling now? Then yeah, the game supports DualShock 2 only. So DualShock 2 is basically every single PS2 game support it, but not every PS2 game supports DualShock 1. Only some games, I guess. Most games probably won't really detect. Doesn't really care about the controller. Some games do. It really does depend on if it's pressure sensitive or not. So you've always got to look out for that. So always, if your game isn't like, and honestly, I thought my PS2 port was faulty, but no, it was actually the controller I was using. So then on my other PS2, I switched to DualShock 2, and now every single one of my PS2 game works with it. So yeah, I do have a DualShock 2 in the cupboard right now, covered with all my stuff, and only thing is that I've cleaned that DualShock 2. I've did everything I could. Plug it in any of my PS2s and it ends up not working. What was the point of cleaning it then? Because that controller originally, I think it did work. I used to use it a lot, with my PS2 Slim back in the day. But yeah. And even though yes, I still do use PS2 Slim, it's a very good console. Even for its time, it's a very good console. Only if it was Blu-ray, then yeah, it would be a little bit better. But yeah, it was only DVD-ROM. It was CD and DVD only console. The main thing was the DVD was on the Slims. The DVD was the main part, and on the Fat it was the other way around. So it didn't really mind DVDs, but CD was the main part for some reason. I don't know why. It just was. But yeah, if you want to run any CD-ROM, always try to run it off your PS2 Fat. Do not run it off PS2 Slim, especially not off this model PS2 Slim, because your motor is going to end up over time. If you have your PS2 horizontally and you run a CD-ROM game for hours, non-stop, or I guess stop, but sometimes stop. Depends if you want to go off your game or something, and yeah, so. Especially, do not run a DVD-ROM. No, actually, no. If you run a CD-ROM the same day, and then you decide to run a DVD-ROM, and then mid-game you press the eject button, and you see your motor is still spinning, even though you took the disc out. Time for a change for the motor. If you can't change the motor, then obviously you just change the disc drive, and trust me, it'll all go back to normal. The way to make the motor last longer on the CD-ROM. Just have the console vertical, or if you could somehow you could add some oil or something, some lubrication in the motor so it doesn't cause problems in the future. I know what these motors use to work and stuff, and I know exactly how they work. They work just like cooling fans, but they're just holding a disc. Now, the reason I recommend PS2 Fat for a CD, because when I put in a CD, it runs very stably on there. I don't hear any vibrations or anything. It's running very stable. But because PS2 Slim is a smaller console, much slimmer, the fuck? Oh, my flash phone just died. Hold on, let me show you guys this. Probably still turning off. There we are. Knew it. Yeah, I can't charge my flash phone right now because this phone is charging. I only just started streaming. I wanted to start streaming anyway. Yeah, I mean the thing is, if you run a CD-ROM game which runs 24x on a PS2 Slim, any PS2 Slim really, it's gonna make the whole console just vibrate. And PS2 Fat doesn't do that. I think only when it's vertical, it runs a tiny bit more stabler. Oh no, I think when it's horizontal, runs it. I don't know, man. But yeah, because it has the magnet on there, it makes the disc at high speed run very, very stable, which I think is very nice. I think Sony did a very good job at that. And yeah, DVD tray, I do recommend it. If you're gonna run a very high speed game, DVD tray is recommended. If it's something like a Blu-ray console, but it doesn't have a DVD tray, it's only got like rollers like the PS3 and PS4, well, I'd say, I mean, yeah, the Blu-rays are the high speed, but they're not as high speed as the DVDs, are they now? Or the CDs. I know the original CD only spins at very, very low speed. Sorry guys, I stayed up all night because time went too quick, and I was doing movie night and stuff, and time went too quick. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, if you're gonna run like DVDs and stuff, then yeah, ps2 Slim is fine for that. But something like, you know, CD-ROM, then not really. It's not really the best. It doesn't really come to the best when it's CD-ROM, because what it does with DVD-ROM, very less power from the disc spindle motor, but more a lot of power from the DVD diode on the laser. Now, with CD-ROM, it's the other way. A lot of power to the disc spindle motor, and very little power to the CD diode on the laser. Now, I do recommend DVD-ROM. It may not be power efficient that much anyway, but trust me, at least your motor's gonna last a lot longer. Now, I'd say you can run DVD-ROM. It's fine to run it when the console's horizontal. When the console's in vertical, yes, it's also fine, because it's a little bit more easier for the disc spindle motor, which I think is good. Oh my god. But if you get your potentiometer and get your multimeter, and you could turn the power in the potentiometer down a little bit, so that, yeah, even though it may take longer to read the disc, at least the laser is gonna last you a little more longer, which is very good. It's more power efficient. God, my throat's drying out. I need some water. Do I not got any water? Oh yeah. And I also forgot to mention these egg things there. Not sure if you can see it, but yeah. My PS2 jet fans, for some reason, it's going. Sounds like it's going almost full speed. It's like almost there, you know. Not completely full speed. Now I need some water because my throat's drying out. I talk a lot, guys. Literally, in my videos and streams, I talk a lot. Normally, when I'm not recording or streaming, I don't really talk that much. But it depends. Yeah, what's it called? So yeah, PS2 is good if you want to, you know, make it portable. But oh my god, only if time never went too fast for me, I would have been asleep by now. But anyway, I probably would have woken up by now. Yeah, so yeah, you've always got to make sure that the you know, every part is clean. And I don't know, but I might do it today, I might not, but I'm gonna get a brush and I'm gonna brush the fan, so then the fan could breathe a little more better, because right now, you know, fan's not breathing the best. But yeah, obviously, I mean, I did remove all the fluffy dust, so it makes it breathe a little bit more better and easier, you know. But yeah, that's the one big thing you've always got to take care of. You know, depending on how many fins or blades your fan has, you know, yeah. If it's like something like you know, the PS2 Slim's jet fan, then you've got to take really good care of that, because, you know, that can, depending on how much dust is in your room, and yeah, so it could really get fluffy dust on the fan, and the fan could get blocked, and then the console won't get cooling. Or I mean the chip that needs cooling. These days they don't do motion engine anymore. But if they did do motion engine, then yes, that would be good. The upgraded chip, let's just say, or the Southbridge, I don't know what chip it is, but yeah, whatever chip it is that needs cooling, it would heat up, and then eventually it would just, I don't know what happened afterward. Maybe the system shut off itself. Maybe, what's it called? I don't know. I've never seen a PS2 overheat before. Yeah. But anyway, if you want a calm cooling fan, then just clean your thermal pads, guys. Take your thermal pad, take your thermal pad off the GPU or off the chip that needs cooling or off the emotion engine chip, and just hold the thermal pad in your hand. Get alcohol or baby wipes like I do, and just clean it with baby wipes. You don't have to clean like the edges of it, but you can just clean like the top and the bottom bit. You know, the main bits. You know, the bits where the heatsink's got to go on top, and the bit where it makes contact with the chip that needs cooling. You know, the GPU, CPU, or the emotion engine. I don't know. Depends what chip it is, really. But yeah, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's that. Oh yeah, it is also another sunny day. But the thing is, I don't know how good the lighting's gonna be. I'm just sat on this screen here. But yeah, you know, PS2, I like it. It's a very good console. But yeah, also clean the bottom of, clean your chip that needs cooling as well. So make sure the thermal pad is also still off. Clean your GPU or CPU or the emotion engine chip. Then clean it with a dry tissue, so then it's like nice and smooth surface. Then do the same with the thermal pad. Put the thermal pad perfectly positioned on the GPU or the chip that needs cooling. You know, the CPU or GPU or the emotion engine chip, and then you just put your heatsink bit back on, and then after that, I guess you screw everything together, and then if your heatsink is clean enough, if you want to clean it anymore, you can clean the fins of the heatsink where the fan cools it. But if you don't feel like you don't have to, you know, this is not like you have to. But yeah, that's really the main chip. Really, you really have to clean. And then what you do is you test it. You take the fan off, test the hottest again. If it's getting hotter than before, that's a good sign. That means you've just improved the cooling of your system. Yeah. And you want to quickly turn your system off or put your fan back on, and obviously, because if you let that overheat, that's not going to be a good sign. Yeah. So then your fan will be calm. Basically, probably not all times, but just like sometimes. It depends what game you're on and everything. But I've seen a person use thermal paste on a PS2 heatsink. Why? Seen them use it on a PS2 fat heatsink, but why would you need to use thermal paste on a PS2 fat heatsink when they've already gave you the thermal pad? You know, what's it called? Back then, thermal paste wasn't really the best application for that stuff. Only thermal pads, because what's it called? The heatsink. I don't know what it was. Just how Sony made it, really. The heatsink wasn't really there yet. Let's just say. So yeah, the heatsink just got thermal pad. Thermal pad was the cooling, and then there we go. But yeah, I mean, you know, nowadays consoles use liquid metal, especially I know PS5, because Sony knew how many issues they got with their shitty thermal paste. They could have at least used Arctic Silver 5, you know? That would have still been good. Or Arctic MX4. But no, they decided to use some shitty thermal paste even on the PS4 Pro. Stupid. But yeah, what's it called? I mean, they did take a massive upgrade from thermal paste. They started using liquid metal, which obviously, if you don't use your console in like 2 months, you know, if you let it sit there in your room and you're not using it for 2 months because you're busy on something else or something, I don't know. Well, your liquid metal is gonna dry up and your console may not cool. So always make sure your liquid metal is wet by having your console on, I know that's not efficient on electricity, but at least you're keeping the liquid metal wet. It's always got to be kept wet, because if it's not kept wet at all times, well, it's not going to be the best. So, and if you're like, oh, let's just downgrade to thermal paste or something like that, or something that's even better than liquid metal, then you do it, and then you end up like seeing, and then you end up seeing liquid metal just completely stuck to your heatsink and APU. And the first thing you try to do is you try scraping it off with something, say like a screwdriver or some sharp metal tool, and you try scraping the liquid metal off, and it's not coming off. It's just tiny scrapes of it's coming off. But what are you doing if you're scraping your APU and your heatsink at the same time? Well, if you even do that, then you're just damaging your heatsink and your APU. There's no more point to even go further in this. Your PlayStation 5's APU is wasted. It may not cool good or something. Thermal paste is good, but I wouldn't say thermal paste is the best, because PS5's fan, even on a home screen, it goes to something like this. It's not almost full speed, but yeah, it goes half speed, so you could kind of hear it there. I like the fans that they're using even today. Yeah, hopefully one day I could actually buy. Pardon me. Hopefully one day I can actually buy the PS5. Because somebody commented on my video, just get a PS5. I can't just get it like out of minute. Come on, I can't. I don't have the money for it right now. Like, I just don't have the money for a PS5. It's just whenever I have the money for a PS5, whenever they are in stock, then yes, I could get one. And PS5 is gonna be a very, very tall console, because look at this. It's gonna be taller than the that console there. It's gonna be kind of touching the edge of my bezel there on the TV, or touching the bezel, but it's very, very close to the display, should we say? And that basically, yeah. I mean, obviously PS5 has lots of stuff in it, and you can for some reason rebuild the database. PS5 uses SSD stuff. Rebuilding your database is I just never thought it was gonna be the best for the SSD, because SSD, you don't really have to rebuild your database. But if it's like something like a physical hard drive, that has like mechanical memory, or if you know what I mean, that basically physically spins up, and then the little arm goes back and forth to read the memory stored on the disk. Basically, those hard drives, you need to rebuild the database, because those are the physical hard drives. Only works on physical hard drives. I think it might work on SSD, but it would only take a few seconds, and that's really it. And then there you go, you finished rebuilding the database. Now, obviously the physical hard drive is slower, so yeah. But anyways, most of you are probably saying PS2 or Xbox 360. It depends what game I'm playing, and some things of the game is kind of changed on Xbox 360. That's why I originally prefer it on PS2. Because I just like it on PS2. It's just original on PS2. It's how they did it on PS2. It's just, oh my god, man. It's just, even though the graphics may not be that good, since the day I thought about my PS2 that I haven't been on in like a year, and I went on the I wouldn't say main menu, I would say I went on the settings, and I scrolled up to the graphics options here, and I just set them to RGB. Now, I used to have them as this, but then I just noticed that this will overheat the motion engine chip that's heating up inside the system. So I just have it as RGB, even though it may downgrade the graphics, but that's fine. That's fine for me. I don't really mind that much about PS2 graphics, because it's PS2 anyway. If it was something like Xbox and it still had very shit graphics, then I would say something, because obviously Xbox 360 is not meant to have that shitty ass graphics. But because it's something like PS2, and I expect it to have that much shitty ass graphics. But it depends what game I'm playing. Obviously, I can't do 1080i mode in Gran Turismo because for some reason NTSC is a lot better than PAL. So stupid, honestly. Man, I just wish I could have the 1080p 1080i version, you know, for the PAL region as well. Oh my god, but I just don't. So yeah. Anyways, once I get the new disc drive for the PS2, what I might do is I might get iToy or something. I don't know, something like that, and just might start playing a game. Maybe stream it as well. Maybe let you guys hear my cooling fan. I don't know if you guys can hear my cooling fan. It would be nice if you guys can hear my cooling fan. But hold on, let me just see how much my phone is right now. How much percent my phone's battery is. 91%. Sure, I'll unplug the charger. Okay. So it always looks like low power mode does a very good job on this stuff. So anyways, this is what my cooling fan sounds like. Not sure if you guys can hear that. Look at this, guys. Hear this. Yeah. So, I like how they did the PS2 though. It's very good. Obviously, I expect it, you know, pass to fail. Oh, fuck. I expect pass to fail on a launch console because, what's it called? Sony, the people, I guess, they kind of rushed Sony, or Sony didn't do good parts, back in the day. But, however, when they were doing the newer models, they began doing better parts, and the parts lasted a little bit more longer. It's because what materials they built and everything. Look, here's the thing. If I made a launch console, yes, I might fuck up a little bit because everyone's making me fuck up, you know. People are forcing me to release the next console, you know. So much command going on here, or should we say high demand. Now, I obviously let Sony take their time. I don't rush them to make their consoles, but other people do. And yeah, that's how Sony kind of feels sometimes, you know, just because of other people. But did people expect the PS2 Slim? I really don't know. You see, back in the day, I really had no idea because I wasn't around back then. But anyway, so did was people really wanting the PS2 Slim? Like, because I knew the best-selling console was the PS2 Fat, and some people for some reason just destroyed. I don't know why. Some people are just, you know, just doing PS2 destruction videos. There's no point for it. They're not good. Sure, they're gonna get a bit of fun out of it, and it's gonna be a little bit funny, which it is. But what's it called? They're not really gonna. They're not doing themselves any good though. You know, they're just destroying something that they've spent a lot of time on. They played. And obviously, that console's old now, but you know, even I think this console is a very good console because this console, even today, is just, oh my god, it's so good. And I wanna keep it going, you know. Any part that fails, I'll try to replace it. If it's something that's on the motherboard that fails, then I obviously can't replace it because what's it called? It's on the motherboard, and you know, something like a little fuse or brain I cannot replace. I have to buy a whole new PS2, which is gonna be very, very expensive to. It's not gonna be that expensive, obviously, but it's gonna be quite expensive. You know, for this exact model and everything. This is a launch model. This is a launch model, guys. You know. Now I'm thinking now, because they had the PS2 Fat with the 5000 model. Where is the 6000 model? Is the 6000 model the PS2 Slim development kit? Because that's probably what it is. If so, it is. Then what's it called? Is that why they skipped from 5,000 model to 7,000 model? Is that exactly why? And why is it from 7,000 model to 9,000 model? Doesn't make sense. It's just the same. Like, it's the PS2 Slim. It's just more newer. It's got more newer parts and everything, and more newer motherboard, a more newer fan. And what's it called? So yeah. I just don't know what it is. I don't know if Sony are making the development kits for 6,000, 8,000, because there's PS2. The very last PS2 fat was the 5,000 something, and then for some reason PS2 Slim was 7,000. There was no 6,000. Doesn't make sense. And then when they did the more newer, upgraded, more advanced version of the PS2 Slim, more newer version, they just skipped from 7,000 to 9,000. Where's the 8,000? Unless if there's a development kit or something like that, or if that's a prototype, that's completely fine. But if that's not anything, why are they skipping numbers than that? That makes no literal sense. They're just skipping numbers like that. But anyways, I'll try find out. From my search on the web, I'll try see what the heck they're doing behind the scenes, and why are they skipping the numbers. I find out the real reason why they're doing it. Anyways, moving on. And I think the only reason why the PS3 Slim, the normal one, of that one over there, the reason it's 2,000 and it's not 1,000 is because I think the development kit for the PS3 Slim was already a 1,000. That's probably why. So yeah, I do understand that, but they did do the same for the PS2. No clue. If it was a prototype, then it's okay. If it was just nothing, then what the fuck. But anyway, would they ever release a PS2 10,000 or something? Or even if they would skip the numbers again, would they make it PS2 11,000 or 12,000 or 13,000 or 15,000? I don't even know anymore. Even 14,000, crabby hell. But yeah, I mean, I don't think they would go that far in the PS2 series, because PS2 they've been doing PS2 for 14 years now, Obviously they stopped in 2014. They started in the very first PS2 fat, all the way. I think it was the very first one that they released, only in Japan, and then the next year, so 2001, they released it in Europe and stuff, and that's how we got the PS2. So yeah, and ever since then they just been continuing PS2s, and all the way up into 2014. Oh my god, 2014. That's when they stopped doing PS2, because they were like, oh yeah, PS2 still is too old now. PS2 is a great console. I don't know if it ever is gonna get old, but yeah, it's the best selling console in history Sony ever released. Best selling console in the world. That's why I always like the console, because it's just so good. The history about the console I just love. The graphics may not be the best, but yeah, I mean, you honestly, instead of smashing a PS2, think about what happened back in the day. It was the best selling console, guys. Come on. I'm pretty sure you guys would have, you PS2 Fat owners would have probably got the PS2 Fat back in the day. The second it literally released, everyone would have went out for the console. And you were in that crowd. And you were literally, what's it called? You were in the queue or something. I don't know. And you were going into the shop. You paid 100 and something quid for the PS2. And then you got your PS2. And then obviously there was over 155 million units sold, which is very crazy, to hear about the console. But yeah, and then you took your PS2 home and you played on it, and you and then you had lots of memories of that console. And then years later, you were like, okay, this console is not worth anything anymore. So you just decide to get your destruction tool, and then you just smash it, Honestly, man, like, just find that pathetic. Like, sure, like you're doing it for a video, but come on, like. I know PS2 Slim's like old and cheap. I mean, not just PS2 Slim, but like any PS2. Obviously not the very new ones, but like the old Slim models and especially the Fats. Come on, man. Like, you've got to think. Those consoles actually were something good back in the day. Graphics may not be the best, obviously, but everything else about the console I liked. It was pretty power efficient. This model of PS2 Slim. This launch model over here, a PS2 Slim, the DVD drive is a little bit power efficient. How do I know? Because the motor in this drive is a little bit power efficient. The laser doesn't look power efficient, but I think it is power efficient just because it probably uses the exact same diodes as the DVD and the CD, the one in the newer Slims. And what's it called? Even though the laser's big, it doesn't have to mean it's not power efficient. It could probably be power efficient. If you think of it. But what's it called? Yeah, the fan may not be that power efficient as well. The most thing that's not power efficient about this console is the Emotion Engine chip. How do I know? Because it produces a lot of amount of heat, and I've compared it with, the newer PS2s, the newer model of PS2 Slims, and I've just compared it with those models. And trust me when I say this. When I was sat idle on this screen on the newer PS2s that I have, the chip would not overheat whatsoever, which I thought was very, very good. But obviously because this is only a launch model PS2, it's obviously gonna overheat, even when you're sat idle on the dashboard. So yeah. Now see, when I restart the console, it's gonna restart the whole thing. So it's gonna restart the chip temperatures. Chip. But yeah, the temperature chip. I'd rather upgrade it or take it out and put in a manual fan adjuster, which some people do recommend, but I don't recommend it because what's it called? I'm mostly just focused on the console's gaming. I can't always be adjusting. What if I don't know? What if the GPU or whatever it is, the chip that needs cooling, overheats mad, like crazy, and I don't have a clue, That's why we've got machines to take over that kind of job. That's why we've got the chip to take over that job, to make more current to come in the fan to actually cool down the thing more better. Now, obviously, I get why Emotion Engine chip produces a lot of heat because it's a big chip. I totally get that, guys. And for some reason the graphics are shitty. Obviously because it's a big chip, it produces a lot of heat, but it's an old chip. But for some reason, even when you're sat idle, something like this, it overheats. That's why, look, here's the thing. I've never been able to get access to the GPU or the Emotion Engine chip, because whatever it is, whoever refurbished this PS2 before I took care of this PS2, before I even bought the PS2, because I bought this thing like I think it was secondhand. Somebody refurbished this PS2, let's just say, because that's what actually happened. I got the console, I played on and stuff. I took it apart, and yeah, I just looked at the disc drive. It was pretty interesting. Then I think a few years later, or 2-3 years later, I think it was maybe a little bit more than that. I wanted to get to the main chip that's in the system. It's called the Emotion Engine. I wanted to get to the Emotion Engine chip, but then I was like, okay, wait, this last screw is bolted in. It's like somebody just welded it in, but I don't see the welding paste thing, the hard paste welding thing. I don't know what it's called. I don't see that. And then I'm like, okay, if somebody really did this, why would they bolt the system tight? Is that so nobody could actually get access to the system's main chip? Is that because the thermal pads were a little too thick and they would keep falling apart or something? They keep making the heatsink keep coming off the console. I don't know. Whatever it is whatever it is. So I undid all the other screws, that hold the heatsink to the case together. Then I tried to get that other one that's bolted in there. Try to get it loose. No luck. It took me all of my strength, and at the end of it, nothing. Like literally, I didn't get any movement whatsoever. Then not anybody in this house could literally get to that. So then I'm like, okay, how the hell am I gonna do this? Tried using a different screwdriver bit, and it still never worked. Then I was like, somebody must have used hot glue or super glue or something like that to literally have that on there permanently, because that looks like it's on there permanently. I cannot get it off. Then I tried using pliers, and no luck. Not even pliers, because look, here's the thing. I can mostly get hardened screws off with pliers. Yeah, with those, I think it's called needle nose pliers. Yeah, I use those all the time to get those screws off. If I don't have the bit myself. So I tried that. Obviously I have the bit, but because the screw was like literally in there, I could not get it to budge, man. Tried it with the pliers, didn't get anything. No luck, nothing. Then I was like, okay, this screw must be on there because I don't know. But I've seen people on YouTube get to the GPU, without them having to turn the screw so hard. That means some stupid person, whoever refurbished it last, even though yes they made this console work again, or they must have just replaced the DVD drive. I don't know. What's it called? So, I'm like, whoever refurbished this console last, didn't do a very very good job with the thing. Sure they had like super strength, so they literally had the screw like literally in there. And if I could get the screw to even budge or move a little bit, but using all my strength, I would love to live stream it one day and show you guys that I finally got into the system. Now I'm gonna change the thermal pads, because these launch console thermal pads are shit. I don't need them anymore, because look, the thermal pads that they used in this launch console edition, they were not the best. I need something like the thermal pads that they used in the PS2 Fat, or the thermal pads that they used in the PS2, the later model PS2 Slims. To cool down the Emotion Engine / the upgraded chip. Now, I'm not sure later down the line if they used thermal paste, however, but I'll have to see if they used thermal paste, because thermal paste is very very good stuff. Let me just put the phone down. Hold on. Feel very lightheaded because what's it called? My throat's dry. I'm gonna have to mute my microphone, guys. Hold on a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Starting to feel weird and lightheaded. I've just been talking so much. But yeah, if you guys like PS2, you know what to do. Just like this stream, because yeah, PS2 is a great console. Best selling console ever. In history, guys. Like, so many people, lots of people bought it, and it was over 155 million units. So that's 155, over 155 PS2s sold. Wow. That's crazy. How did Sony spend that much time making that many consoles? I mean, so much time making that many consoles. Well, that's literally crazy. You know? Wow, man. They must have had lots of material to literally use. Lots of lasers, lots of diodes, lots of magnets and stuff. I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, when it came to PS2 Slim, it was a lot cheaper. Oh yeah, it should have been. I think back in the day it would have been like 499 probably. Trust me, PS2 games and stuff back in the day were very expensive. They were like 30 to 40 quid. Just for one DVD-ROM. Very expensive. But nowadays they're like so cheap. They're like 1 to 2 quid. They are crazy cheap, man. You can get any PS2 game. I mean, obviously, yeah, it depends on the PS2 game. If you get it second hand from a shop, then from the right game shop, it'll cost crazy cheap, man. It'll be so cheap. If you try buy it brand new though, it'll still be a little bit expensive. But it wouldn't be so expensive, you know? So yeah, wow. Oh, I need a Hoover in a minute, but I feel lightheaded. So I'm just gonna decide not to talk, because I just talk so much nowadays, especially in my streams. I talk a lot. I don't want to feel lightheaded anymore, so I'm probably just gonna go Hoover, and yeah, because all I want to do is just stay up all night. I mean, I did that. I mean, I want to stay up all day until it hits, let's say 18 o'clock, just in case I need to pick up the ice cream again. I mean, last time I never got to do that, but because of something. Then the time after that, which was, I think that was yesterday, I never got to do that either because people were sleeping. And what's it called? Today, hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully especially the ice cream part goes well, because I just want that all to go good. That's all I'm saying. So let's just go ahead, and I know the stream title. I can't change it anymore, but yeah, and I don't want to restart my stream. You know. Well, I might go live on Instagram. And yes, guys, I did get my Instagram back. So if you guys want to follow me, yeah, my link probably isn't gonna be here, but my link, at least the name from my I don't think I did the link, but I did do the name for my my Instagram page, or my Instagram profile. So yeah, if you want to see my posts and stuff on Instagram, go on Instagram. I haven't really posted for a while. All I did was I did a live stream, and then I just posted story. But I mean, in my actual post, I never really posted anything in a while. So if you go on my Instagram page, profile page, then if you look at my latest post, if you see it's from like 2019 or 2020 or something like that, probably because that's basically the last time I posted. I probably need to post again though. So yeah, probably gonna go get some water right now because my throat is drying out like crazy. I might get some milkshake actually. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's 10 a.m. It's a good time to Hoover. So obviously gonna have to turn this PS2 off. How much percent of my phone is on, by the way? Okay, it's dropped from 91% to 61%. I need to do this quick now. So if we go back to the PS2, you can still hear my cooling fan. Cooling fan still sounds like the same speed, but obviously, that's probably the maximum speed it could go. If I turn it off now, you can literally hear my cooling fan. Hear this now. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, my disk drive doesn't sound lubricated because I haven't used this thing in ages. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. If I hold the power button, this is what happens. Oh, maybe not. Yep. Does that for some reason. Let me just restart it. Now you guys can hear it's calm. Yeah? Just for launch model. Oh my god, the plastic's very, very warm. Yeah, the temperature shit chip is very shit. Anyways, let me show you, let me make you guys hear this now. You can see on the screen. There we are, we've got a menu here. Alright, so let's just go ahead, save some power, turn it off. This thing might sit here for a few weeks until my new disk drive actually comes, which would be very good to see, because yeah. So yeah, what's it called? Let's just switch my input. Don't know what console to use next, but all I gotta do right now, just gotta hoover a little bit, because right now, oh my god. So yeah, just gonna turn the TV off now. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Ah. There we go. We got the standby light on the TV. How far can I see? Is this the maximum? That is the maximum apparently. There we go. Alright, so yeah, if you probably heard that clicking noise in the background, that was my heater here. And hello, this is me at morning time. Anyways, heater just turned off. Can't show you guys because my flashlight phone just died. Gotta plug my phone back in the charger though, because I still want to be live and I don't want my battery to keep draining. So just keep you guys here charged up. Oh, it's gone very, very boiling in here now. So need to turn this heater off. Might hoover in this room. I don't know. All I do would probably switch the camera to selfie mode. Maybe not selfie mode. I don't know. Might have it as selfie mode. Might place it on my PS3. Depends where I place it. Might place it where the PSP is at, maybe. Yeah, might place it like directly on the PSP over here. Something like this. And then just press switch camera. Oh, there we go. That's good, I guess. Now you guys are looking at this view. May not be the best of frames, but at least you guys could see the view. Some reason it's maybe not on stream playback, but in right now as I could see on the selfie camera, it's everything is backwards. Say if I got this in the shot, can you guys see that this is backwards? Yeah, it may not look backwards on stream playback. So when you guys are watching the stream in real time right now, it may not look backwards because it's in post production, but for me right now on a selfie camera, it's just backwards. It's like a mirror, guys. Honestly, I just don't know what's going on. Yeah. So I'm just gonna just hoover. So there we go. Let's turn the heater off so we're not boiling. So 3, 2, 1. And I might set up a cooling fan for the phone, just because why not? I'll see you guys in a bit. I might open my curtains. I don't know. Yeah, I might actually do that right now. Just to let in some more light. Don't know why I can't speak today. How does that look on the selfie camera? Let's see. That looks a little bit nicer. Anyways though, see you in a bit. Why is it there? I need to clean it. Do you realize I need to clean it? The bin's too full. No, I'll put them downstairs. Okay, bro, I just finished the hoovering, so hope you do enjoy that. I know it wasn't that long anyway. 2 hours. Oh, we just made it to 2 hours. Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah, I think most of the hoovering you guys probably just saw, that, but oh well. At least I did like a little view where I did this. I put the camera like right here, or should I say, I put the phone right here, and I did a little view from there. I don't know if half of the camera was covered, or a tiny bit of was covered, but yeah, I try to get a good shot from there, but yeah. Anyways, there's not really enough light to yeah, I can get them, even though it is a bright sunny day. It's just the sun's not shining on the part I wanted to shine on. So I mean, obviously the sun isn't really high enough. But anyways, I couldn't use my torch phone or flashlight phone because the battery died on it. So this phone, every single time I live stream, I have to keep it on charge, and this is the only charger wire I've got. I think I might have another one, but I don't know. I just prefer to use the original charger wire because why not, you know. But yeah, maybe in the future I might plan on using this thing because I just have this thing laying around. This is a little Android to Apple thing. But yeah, very nice. It's in a nice color as well. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's really gonna be that. Let me know what games to play on PS2, and I'm obviously gonna play it. I don't just have that one PS2. I have other PS2s, obviously, guys. But I don't really use PS2 that much. Mostly use PS4. Or yeah, the other day, or should I say yesterday, I think it was, I was using Xbox. Oh my god. But anyways, yeah. May not be able to access Xbox Live at the moment because LAN cable is not connected. And that's because it was yesterday, I connected my LAN cable from my Xbox to my PlayStation 4, and the reason I did this because I saw I saw a YouTube video where this guy says, ways to fix lag on your your headset lag on your controller, and he told me a way. Basically, he said if there's any Wi-Fi, if the Wi-Fi router is next to your PS4, that can cause an issue. The Wi-Fi could interfere with the Bluetooth. In my case, it's the Wi-Fi extender. Can the camera focus? It's that Wi-Fi extender, which is it's right next to my consoles. The console's literally right next to my is the PS3. Not much of the Xbox. PS4. It's pretty next to it. Not much though. But yeah. So yeah, that guy said that, and I was like, oh gosh. Yeah. Not too long ago, I set up a extender. I broadcasted it live, obviously. So yeah, I basically went from wireless Wi-Fi to LAN cable. Now you can see the LAN cable going directly into my PS4. It used to be going into my Xbox, but that was only for a short time. Now that's going into my PS4. LAN cable on PS4 is good because if you're doing something like remote play, or you're on a party, you want to load stuff, then obviously use a LAN cable. And the upload speed is very, very good on here because through the normal cable, the normal LAN cable, where it's just direct internet, the 30-meter one, I don't really get much. I don't really get much. What's it called? Kilobits per second, or I think it was megabits per second. Upload speed I get lots when it's on a LAN cable, when it's on the extender, because the extender gives the thing a little bit more power, and that's how basically it's good to have a little Wi-Fi extender because you never know what could happen. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. I might stream later on. I don't know. I made it to 2 hours again because I think last stream or the stream before that I made it to 2 hours too. But anyways, if you did enjoy today's stream, if you're wondering why there's a mark on my future project, for some stupid reason, for some weird reason, there was a mark on the earmuffs. Yeah, look how good this looks now. You can clearly see the earmuffs. Last time I said ear cups. These aren't ear cups. These are ear muffs. Yeah. So look, here's the thing. I just wish I could edit my live stream, but I can't, because my live stream is directly going live to YouTube. There's no way to like edit it. Some people like they live stream, but then they enable subtitles. I'm like, how do you do that? You know, like they have their own human generated subtitles, and how the hell do you guys do that? Either you do it from a PC or you do it from something, or you rather just Premiere. But I don't know. Anyways, I don't know how these guys do it. One day I'm just gonna find out, and I'm just gonna try do it myself. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's stream, my phone is getting pretty hot now. So I gotta end the stream here to save battery. How much battery am I on, by the way? Okay, so while I was just gone hoovering, I just noticed that my thing was on 78%, which means without me moving the camera or speaking or anything, you guys probably just heard the white noise or hoover in the background or something. You guys never saw anything move, which basically makes my phone not really heat up that much. Basically, yeah. So if you did enjoy today's video, broadcast, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. How good is this in the lighting? Let me just check this out. Hold on a minute. I can't even tell if it's in focus or not. It's so dim. Am I out of focus again? There we are. Okay. Just zoom up now. Oh, still zoomed in. Okay, so yeah, that's really that. My phone needs a cooling. Oh god, my phone needs a cooling. Go horizontal, please. Don't want to deal with this right now. My phone really needs a cooling fan, because yeah, a phone without a cooling fan isn't really going to be the best. Even if it's a shitty cooling fan, it should still do good. The phone should still have good performance. Now, I obviously have a cooling fan linked for my, for my phone basically. But yeah, I mean, that's really gonna be that. Look how clean my room looks now. The floor. I just cleaned one part of the chocolate milkshake dust on my heater, but that's really gonna be it for the day. It says no viewers, but hopefully when this stream is done, hopefully you get some sort of viewers watching. Anyways, if you did enjoy today's stream, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.